Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Mount Blade Warband, the Clash of Kings mod Let's Play. So in the previous episode, I promised you guys we would be moving on to the next phase of this series, which is us heading back to Westeros, particularly landing in Sisterton, or, one of the three sisters, taking this as our foothold and then moving on to the north at large. And you can see the north is not doing so great right now. They have lost White Harbor to the Westerlands, as well as Moat Cailin, excuse me. And on the western front, they have lost Barrowton to the Iron Islands, as well as, let's see, did they lose anything else? No, but they lost a couple villages. So they've lost that and all of this, and there is certainly more to come, because as we know, winter is coming. So we might be seeing some stuff happening up here as well. Anywho, the wars are over. We are no longer at war with Qohor. I gave them back their capital in return for peace, and then I did a couple missions for them to just sort of solidify the bond between our two factions. And then I did something similar over in Pentos. I basically conquered Pentos, and then I gave them back Pentos in return for peace. And then I did like 4 missions for the is it the Archon or the Prince? I can't remember what Pentos has. Either way, for their leader, I did a couple missions there as well to hopefully build up enough relations to where they won't just immediately declare war on me again when the truce is over. And so our garrisons are looking pretty good. I think we've got 120 about here. We've got like 100 and I forget how many there. But they're all over 100 now, and this one's nearly 300. So short of finding some lords to protect this land while we are off in Westeros, I think we're pretty well established here. The issue I'm thinking with not finding any new lords is I'm technically the holder of these. They're not empty, where you can defer appointment. I'm pretty sure I technically am the ruler of both, and so they're not displayed as open, and I need to be cautious of that moving forward, because I think that's what's preventing us from getting more lords at the moment. Anywho, we are going to head off to the west, but before we do that, I have an emissary from the north I'd like to introduce you guys to. He was the one that came over to us and told us all of this stuff that was happening in the north, and begged us to come back and help the north sort of reclaim itself from the Boltons and the Westerlands and the Iron Islands and everything going on over there. So with that, I'd like to introduce you to our next character. House Locke had loyally served the Starks for a long while before the War of the Five Kings. Lord Andrew Locke, too old to join the fight himself, sent his son Donald to join King Robb in his stead. Donald was captured at the Green Fork and freed, only to be killed at the Red Wedding. This left his son Andres as the only remaining Locke capable of bearing arms. Hearing of the Northern Loyalists' rise in Essos, Lord Andrew sent Andres to inform Rook of the North's impending doom, to beg him to lead his forces back across the narrow sea, and to offer his allegiance should Rook return. So here we have our newest character, Andres Locke, and he's pretty young compared to the other characters in our party, so he's sort of like up and coming. He's not quite established himself as a great warrior yet, but I'm sure he certainly will moving forward. Again, he's the grandson of Andrew Locke, excuse me. And so thank you very much to Andre Alex for submitting this character, and hopefully he will prove very useful to our party moving forward, and certainly the Locke's allegiance will be much appreciated when we make our return to the north. So let's take a quick look at his equipment, and then we will get started with our voyage across the narrow sea. So he's equipped very similar to our youngest brother, in that he is using a short bow with some arrows from horseback on a heavy destrier. He's also got a long lance and an arming sword. Eventually we'll get him some heavier plate armor, maybe more of like a sword and board type character down the road. But right now, as he's a little bit squishy, I figured taking advantage of the one point he had into power draw, we would make him more of a mounted skirmisher, at least until, again, he's a little bit more able to stand in battle. His strength is only 10 right now, so he can't wear the heaviest armor, but we'll certainly get him there. And so that's his gear. With that, let's get moving, because we've got a long voyage ahead of us. Our party is nearly full. We did a little bit of recruiting last episode, or we sent somebody out to recruit for us last episode, And so they returned. We got 50 northern levies, 18 of them leveled up into polemen. And so we've got like 5 slots, but we'll see what we want to put there. Anywho, let's go to Sisterton. Alright, so we've arrived on Long Sister, which I believe is going to be the first place that we attack. It looks to be the best choice of the 3. I'm not sure what the castle layout looks like, but the garrison is the smallest of the 3. This one being 203, 349, and 197. So I figured we'd start here. We are hopefully not going to have too many issues with them. I have no idea where the Sisterton Lords are, so we could potentially get jumped here, but there aren't very many of them, so I don't know that they would necessarily be able to overwhelm us all that badly, especially considering we're out in the open field. I've got a lot of cavalry. I don't know that the Sisterton faction has any cavalry, so, you know, assuming we're fighting in the field, I can take them pretty easily, but again, in a siege, they're actually going to have a decent chance against us, so hopefully things go well. Before we jump into this, though, I'm actually going to make sure that, okay, I do have my crossbow equipped. We are a bit low on food, actually, so I'm actually going to buy some food from them before we kick this war off. Let's see, what do they got? That's a lot of salt. I don't need salt. I want fish, because that'll last forever, and give me some of that. That's all chicken. I'll take the grapes, though. Okay. And so let's hop into this. Before we start the siege, though, I'm going to move, or, you know, adjust our party a little bit, because I don't want my cavalry getting involved in the siege. I want to keep them alive as long as possible. So I'm going to move some stuff around, make sure we've got plenty of archers in the fight, and then we will kick this off. Alright, so we are ready. Let's go ahead and start. Besiege the castle. It looks like we're dealing with ladders, so that's nice. They've got a lot of elite archers and axemen here, so things could get ugly, but I think we'll be alright if we play this intelligently. Nobody's declaring war on me so far. That's good. Alright, so here we go. We are going to, as soon as all this text fades so I can see what's happening here, we're going to lead our soldiers in the assault. Okay, everybody with me. Don't want you charging in just yet. This is an interesting little siege. Let's see, so it looks like we have to go through the front gate, but they don't have anybody defending it. We are going to have to march up that hill, though, into the center keep, and there's quite a few people defending that, so I'm not sure where the best place for us to set up is going to be. I am going to tell my archers to hold their fire, though. No, don't. Okay, they wasted like 2 arrows. Not too bad. But yeah, we're going to wait until we're actually in a decent range to fire. Although I could let my longbowmen do some work from back here. Ow, that hurt. I don't know that it's worth it. I'd, you know, rather them take higher percentage shots, I feel like. So archers, set yourselves up right here. Infantry, go ahead and charge. The cavalry will remain with me. I'm going to tell them that they can start firing, though. And you can also spread out a bit. That might be a good idea. Garrett Longley was knocked unconscious. That sucks. Normally he's a beast during these sieges, but if he's already down, then it's going to be difficult for us to make some significant headway, at least with our archers. That looked like I got the kill, but okay. So those guys have, it looks like, swords, shields, and bows and arrows. They've got slightly northern looking armor, but it's not quite northern. It looks a little bit different. Push, push, push. Come on, you gotta get in here. They're all scattered. Oh man, they are like fish in a barrel over here. Yeah, if you look at their armor, it looks a bit northern, but not quite. Okay, cavalry, make sure you're charging. But their archers are pretty well equipped for melee, although they're not very smart. They're just standing here. Come on, hold them back. We got to establish a foothold up here. It basically negates any advantage they have with the archers. If, you know, if we're fighting them up here, we're fighting on our terms and not theirs, which is exactly what we want. Oh no! Sir Royman just got dropped. But yeah, this looks like a pretty difficult, or it would be an easy siege to defend, I feel like. Because if you basically just turn that little gate into a giant choke point, you could probably hold this indefinitely, but it seems like the AI wasn't anywhere near intelligent enough to figure that out. Nicely done, nicely done. So yeah, they basically let me in, and then they're trying to fight on this big open field, which is not exactly to their advantage. I mean, I would say they have a disadvantage fighting like this, but they basically got rid of any advantages that they did have, so not the smartest choice, obviously. Come on. Yeah, drop that axe. Oh, he's got a big shield. We are losing a lot of people. More than I would like, definitely. Good job, axe thrower. Good job over there. These guys are actually pretty good. The Sistermen units are really hanging in there and dealing a lot of damage to us. At least better than we've seen from other factions. I might incorporate them into our army a bit. They've got big shields too. I bet they would be really good in siege offense situations. But it looks like they're not going to last much longer here. Yeah, it's all archers back here. Oh, that's a lot of bows and arrows. Come on, guys. Where are you at? Help me out here. Yeah, I'm not going to try to assault that. Fine, fine. Do it. Where'd you guys go? Oh, they're attacking from that side. Okay, well, I guess it's better than not attacking at all. Nicely done! Wow. Shot, or he didn't shoot him, he threw that axe right in the guy's face. One-shotted him too, that was pretty impressive. I mean, that was really lightly armored, but still. I'm gonna kill you with my sword. Ooh, look at you blocking. Okay, looks like we're in from that side. I'm gonna hang back and use my crossbow for a little bit. Really need to improve my skill with it, otherwise there's no point in even carrying it. Oh, did they just drop one of my guys? Yeah, they killed one of my cohort units. Oh man, they got Martin. I probably should have helped him out, but I think this is it. Yeah, that's it. So that wasn't too bad. Again, I think they could have held this a lot better. I definitely think if I was defending in this place, I could probably hold it for a while, because it's just a matter of turning that entrance into a choke point, and they obviously didn't do that at all. Garrett Longley, wow. What a shame. Didn't get a single kill. That would have gone a lot differently had he survived longer into the fight. So we've got some clansmen. I'm gonna bring them on. Why not? And let's see. I'll take some Sistermen troops. So yeah, their armor looks somewhat northern, but it's slightly different. And I wonder why they had so many Sistermen prisoners. That's kind of interesting. Party capacity reached. Who can I get rid of? Let's see, we're going to be doing a lot of sieges, so these Dothraki are useless to me at this point. How many archers do I have? Or at least northern archers, that is. So that's 27, 48. Let's take 2 more. Call it 50. And then we'll go with a bunch of polemen, I guess. Veteran polemen, I should say. And let's see, that means I can take another elite axeman? No, I'm still full. Who can I get rid of? I'd prefer not to get rid of any of the good cavalry. Let's see. Why do they look heavier armored than these guys? Let's get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll take... Wait, why? Oh, I am an idiot. I'm looking at the wrong thing. These are captured enemies. I was sitting there thinking I was recruiting him. I don't know why I was thinking that. Wow. I don't know. It's late. It's really late. It's like 5 a.m. So, excuse me for that. I was not thinking properly, obviously. So we'll take these guys instead because they should be more valuable. And looks like we got a little bit of their armor and some arrows. Nothing extremely useful there. We're going to defer appointment on this one. And what kind of plunder are we talking? 1,400? I will do that. I'll lose a little bit of honor for it, but I have plenty. I do not have plenty of money. Let's see, it should get a small garrison. 72, actually, not bad. Not bad at all. I'm going to recruit from Grey Wall here. 3 Sisterman levies, perfect. And let's see. Lord Roland Longthorpe. Where is he? I don't know. But I'm fairly certain that they're going to come attack us at any point here. Let's see. Mounted sergeants. So they do have cavalry. That's interesting. I wonder if they have as much cavalry as we do. Well, most of ours is like injured at the moment. We need veteran Pullman, don't we? I have... Did we lose one of these guys? Either way, okay, I've got 23 Northern Cav and then 3 more, so 24, 27, 34. Got about 34 Cav, not counting all the companions that are mounted. So probably somewhere around 45, maybe 50. So that's pretty good. I've got a lot of cavalry. I would almost rather fight them in the field. So I'm actually going to switch my my party setup back for field battles because I think I'd rather fight them out on open ground, especially... I would assume that my cavalry is better. If they only have 1 cavalry unit, I would think that, you know, ours scales a little bit better. Also, we outnumber them pretty considerably, so I think that would be the way to handle that. We'll certainly find out. Okay, so now that we're all set up for field combat, we're going to try to find one of their lords and attack them on flat ground. So obviously that's where I would prefer to fight this battle. I don't want to do that. So it looks like he's going to land in just a second. No, he's turning around. Is he fleeing? They actually have some pretty strong armies. I'm kind of impressed. Oh, they're going to all attack me at once, aren't they? It would appear so. In that case, we are definitely going to want to fight inside the walls. Let's see. No, he's going to attack me solo, huh? Oh, that's unfortunate. So he's going to join on the enemy's side. Obviously, I'm not going to attack him in that case. So we are going to have to defend this almost certainly. Yeah, let's get inside the walls and we'll wait here as they attack it. Wait, no. We totally could have taken advantage. So for some reason, 2 of the lords left to, I assume, go help out Lord Tristan Sunderland, but they left Lord Roland Longthorpe all alone, so I'm going to go after him. And obviously we are going to tell him to surrender or die. And, oh, it looks like the garrison's going to hop in as well. Unless, that might be the villagers, but either way, we're going to take the field. Okay, and, oh no, we're fighting this. This is the worst possible place that we could have fought this. Man, this is not going to work out well. I'm kind of upset. Yeah, I didn't want to fight like this. Okay, infantry, go ahead and charge, I guess. I don't really see an alternative here. We could have backed down this way, maybe. That probably would have been the best thing to do. You know what? Everybody follow me. No, don't do that. Everybody follow. Archers set up here. Infantry set up here. I mean, we do have the low ground, but they have to cross the low ground to get to us. Which I think is going to be better than trying to fight them down a narrow corridor like that. And they're slaughtering my peasants. That's kind of annoying. But, you know, what are you going to do? Come on, get back, get back. Yeah, this was ill-advised, to say the least. Basically, fighting them near the village was the worst thing I could have done, because it replaced a bunch of my infantry with peasants, which is not good. And then, hey, you let him right through the lines. What the hell is that? So yeah, they let them... Or, I don't know what I'm saying right now. I'm really tired. We basically have a bunch of peasants rather than our normal infantry. And so that's obviously going to put us at a huge disadvantage against their pretty decent infantry. I think I might just back out and let them... Oh, I can't retreat because I'm surrounded. Right, I'm going to back out however I need to. I'm going to put some distance between us, I guess. Because this is just going to make us really, really weak if we have to go into a siege battle. So we only had one kill. It was, of course, one of my very, very precious cavalry. But yeah, we were not getting the better of that fight. So, sorry villagers, but you're actually more trouble than you're worth. So, let's just wait here until they start to besiege us or whatever they decide to do. Oh, so they're not going to besiege me. Wait, no, no, no. Let's fight him there? No, okay. We'll chase him off. This isn't mine, so if I fight him near that, it's not going to be the same issue that we had here. But yeah, they're going to back off. I'll hang out here for a while. We did get a lot of upgrades from all those battles. So let's get that taken care of. What do the axemen look like? Oh, cool. They're actually pretty well equipped. A lot better than I was expecting. They've got skirmishing weapons too, which is cool. Their armor I don't think is particularly great, but they do have big shields, which is pretty much just as important. Especially against, range units, the shield is better in a lot of cases. Alright, so that was actually all we had, but we do have some character level ups. Let's take care of those. We'll do Roderick first. I think we'll go intelligence for him, and then I'll put one of the points into weapon master and the other into, how about tactics? That would be really helpful actually. And let's work on his skill with that spear. I believe he also has a lance. So, the better he is with those, obviously, the better he'll be as cavalry for us. Lucas of Lorca. Let's get your... I don't know. Let's go intelligence, and I'll put a point into Iron Flesh. Actually, I'll put 2 into Iron Flesh. Why not? We'll work on his one-handed skill. Who else? Walter. Walter Twin Flame. You could probably use some more agility because his weapon master is going to be getting in the way very, very quickly. For now, we'll put points into Iron Flesh to keep him on his feet. And we'll work on his polearm skill because he's got that that glaive as well as a lance. So we'll make sure he's proficient with both of those. Now, Ulrich. Let's get a point into... His weapon master is a bit low as well, so I guess we should do agility. And I'll put a point into athletics. Since he is walking around on foot, he should probably be a little bit better on foot. Moving around. That makes sense to me. Alright, so one-handed skill for him. I should work on his two-handed as well. Or his polearm skill, I believe. But either way, as long as he's better with, weapons, doesn't really matter which. There we go. We'll get 12 agility there, so we can put a point in the weapon master, and that'll let him work on his two-handed and one-handed skills a little bit more. And Bowen Cray, our half-maester. One of our half-maesters. We have 2, actually. And I'm thinking intelligence, because that'll let me put another point into surgery, which is very, very critical. His first aid could definitely be better, so I'm going to put a point to that as well, but his wound treatment could use work too. Let's go crossbow and one-handed skill. Although he shouldn't be getting into fights. If he's getting into fights, we have an issue. Same with Nadia. Humphrey is less critical to our operation, but sort of the same deal. He's more useful to us as a quartermaster than as a combatant. Alright, well, I'm not sure what we should do from here. I might end the episode a little early and try to come up with some strategies on how to approach this further. And you guys can obviously suggest some strategies as well. But we've got Long Sister. We're obviously going to have to try to break their armies before we can make a move on any of their castle, because if we leave this, they're going to besiege it, almost definitely. And I'd prefer not to have to take them all on at once, but it's looking like we might have to, because there's 4 of them, 3 vassals and the 1 primary lord, and they seem to travel together for the most part, so it's going to be difficult to divide and conquer like we have been doing in the past. But obviously, if we can find a way to do that, that would be ideal. But from here, we'll probably go after Little Sister and then finish off with Sisterton. Although, if they give me a good look at Sisterton, I might grab that first, and then obviously it's all downhill from there. But yeah, I guess we'll end it here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Clash of Kings with you guys. I'm really looking forward to moving on to the north. Obviously, we need to establish our foothold here first, but from there, we're going to hit the north at large. We might start in White Harbor. Actually, no, I'll probably avoid White Harbor for the time being. We might hit Old Castle or something first. I don't want to go to war with the Lannisters quite yet. Obviously, we've got a bone to pick with them, but let's, do one thing at a time. We'll take what's left of the north first, then we'll deal with the Iron Islands and the Lannisters and the Westerlands. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Clash of Kings with you, and I look forward to seeing you back here for the next episode.